And it's like this issue is at this higher, like holy and sacred level, and it almost feels like it's like an ethics issue where, you don't need a study to prove that therapists shouldn't sleep with their clients, and it's like we don't need a study to show, that gender medicine for minors is a good thing. We just intuitively know it because it's like a human rights issue.
Well, that's what happened. And to your prior question of sort of how did things get this way, I think that's largely it. People saw this more as a human rights issue as opposed to a science issue, and they made their judgments based on the human rights piece. And they tried to find a way to massage the evidence to make it jibe with the conclusion they came to beforehand. And even then, I mean, the evidence was so bad, they've had a tough time with it. And you probably saw this one story of, I'm forgetting her name, but one of the big researchers who got a very large government grant to study this, and ended up not publishing the results
Yeah.
because the results didn't jive with the conclusion she wanted. And so it makes you wonder how many more studies like this are out there, because chances are, the more data that comes out, the more studies like this that come out, we're going to recognize that the overall amount of data validating gender transition care for minors is going to be quite small. And the data arguing against that is going to be quite large. But I think because of what's been suppressed, what's been publicized, what's happening in people's mind is very different because people are getting a skewed presentation of what actually is out there.